okay. How are you?
The Havens, I think.
Oh, that's right.
Yes,
Goodness.
So yeah, thank you very much for coming.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
an amazing start.
it's the least I can do
Really
for
helpful. Thank
wonderful work that goes on here.
This is Lindsay Howe, who's our General Manager here
Hello,
at the
how
SARC.
are you? So how long have you been?
Managing this place about 15 years now. Yeah, but we've only been here since October. So this is brand new.
It's all going.
Yes.
It's going well.
And this is Dr. Hannah Lenton, who's our clinical lead,
Hello.
clinical manager.
Lovely to meet you. And you've been here a long while.
About 10 years.
About 10 years. Brilliant.
So if you'd like to come, firstly this is Una.
Hello.
Pleasure
how are
to
you?
meet you. I'm very well, thank
Lovely
you.
to see you. Well, thanks for all your help.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, we couldn't do it without you.
Of course, I suppose. And this is Michael.
Hello, Michael. How are you?
Hi, very well, thank you. Thanks for being here.
Again, thank you for your help.
I'm from Equine Direct.
Yeah, well, I know it's so brilliant they're working together.
It's such a terrific company.
It is. It's absolutely
Really, really
wonderful.
is well.
Yeah, that's the King's charity
That's
too.
right. That's right.
It's nice they're working in conjunction.
And it feels like a really directed, really specific thing. It's making real impact. It's wonderful.
No, it's fantastic.
So please feel free to take a seat. We're just going to have a very short talk. So hello and welcome to Exeter Sexual Assault Referral Centre, part of the Devon and Cornwall SARC services. Sexual assault referral centres offer holistic care to children and adults that have experienced sexual harm. The services that we provide include forensic medical examination to assist a police investigation, injury documentation, access to emergency medication such as emergency contraception, and medication to help prevent infections such as HIV, crisis support and onwards care through provision or referral to therapy services, independent sexual advisors and medical services as needed. SARC services are available 24 hours a day and 365 days a year. We're available to anyone who needs us, regardless of their age, sexual orientation or gender identity. Devon and Cornwall SARC services are delivered from 3 locations, Exeter, Plymouth and Truro, so we can provide support across the region. All children are seen in our Children's Centre of Excellence based in Exeter. In 2024, the service provided support for 1,361 adults across Devon and Cornwall who had been raped or sexually assaulted. Of those, 347 attended the SARC for a forensic medical examination. Of those children attended the SARC for a medical examination.
So why have we got this wonderful new facility? Well, the first issue was capacity. So we had one site, one forensic site based in Exeter that served all of the adults in Devon and Tor Bay. Requirements for all SARCs to achieve accreditation by October this year, and we just knew the Exeter site wouldn't meet it, which opened us up to challenge legally in the courts. And this is where we see our children.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Very nice to meet you. Very well,
There
thank
we
you.
are.
How are
Well,
you?
it's a nice sort of airy place, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is our children's cloakroom.
Yes.
We've tried to make it really nice and child-focused, friendly.
So you bring them in there, sit them down.
Yes, and we like to play some toys.
Yes.
I was just extolling my Duplo skills. We've got loads of jigsaw puzzles and things like that. We have a bit
So
of
you
a talk
just
in
settle
here.
them down.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, and talk to their parents.
Yeah, and just you try and get their stories out.
Yes, yeah, and make them feel at home and relaxed. We've got loads of time to give to them, so we go at their pace. We don't rush anyone.
And how many children on the whole do you have in?
Normally one at a time. Sometimes, unfortunately, we have siblings, so we might have the whole morning for kind of a family group. But one child can come with a lot of adults to support them. So this room gets filled quite quickly.
So all the family come with them?
Yeah, to support them. And then we've got a couple of doctors from our team and one of our nurses as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, well it's unfortunate, isn't it, that it's needed so much that so many children do come through.
Yeah, we cover Devon and Cornwall and the Isles of Scilly as well.
It's a lot of people.
Yeah, but hopefully we're a useful service to have.
Yeah, well thank goodness you're here, that's all I can say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're so enamoured with the tube though.
Yeah. Oh, see, I didn't realise, so I'll follow you in.
Oh yes, come on in. So this is our examination room. We've still got the fish on the wall. And again, when they get in here, it's all just very child focused.
Yes.
They say they don't want to do anything. They don't have to do anything.
They don't have to do it.
Yeah.
Yes, it's quite unnerving.
We have a little play with this.
Yes.
So this is our camera.
Yeah.
And we normally get them to put the toys in front
Oh,
of
I
them so that they can see that nothing's scary. And mostly,
So again, you have teenagers.
yeah, we'll have teenagers come in
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
Yes, all the way up to 18.
Yes. So they don't play.
They don't play with those. They
Take-
quite like these fiddle kind of
Yes,
toys though. Yeah. But we do cater it for the age.
Yes.
So sometimes we'll have really young children in here and they're bouncing all over the place.
Yes.
And climbing up and down here. We'll try and keep things slightly in check. And then we do, obviously, when they're teenagers,
Teenagers,
try and,
yes.
yeah.
I didn't realise that literally they went up to 18.
Yes, yeah. Up until their 18th birthday. And then the adult team will see them
Yes.
from that point. But
Yes. So getting quite old by then.
yes, exactly. A 17-year-old is...
Yes. I think you're all incredible.
Oh, thank you. Well, thank you very much for coming to see it, and thank
Well,
you
you know,
for officially
what would happen
opening it.
without these places? Well, where would these children
Yes.
go?
It would be nice if we weren't necessary.
It would be nice, but unfortunately, you are very
Yeah.
necessary.
Yeah.
Thanks. Quite a few videos.
Just walk around. Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
This is one of our forensic suites. And this is Holly, one of our forensic nurse examiners.
hello. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
So this is our fully accessible forensic suite for our adults. The really nice thing about in here is it makes people feel relaxed and comfortable. We've used obviously our lake view as our mural to ensure that it doesn't feel so clinical.
No,
It just
exactly.
gives
To
people-
just make it a bit more relaxing.
Definitely.
So they come in here first before.
Yes, so they come and meet
Yeah.
us. We're able to
Yes.
get to know each other and relax and just build a bit of
Yeah.
rapport, but just it enables people just to be able to say,
Yeah. Yes.
and that's the
And
biggest thing.
Just sit down and talk. You know, they've made it here, haven't they?
Definitely.
They just need your help.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they've done the brave thing and walked through the door. And I always explain to people that, you know, we're very lucky and, you know, very privileged that they've made that decision to walk through our door. And,
Exactly.
you know, and to
they're going
trust
to be
us.
safely in your hands.
100%.
Yes. Yeah.
So, so we do our forensic paperwork in here, and we talk through a forensic strategy, so what samples we can take, and we give people options. Just because we tell them all their options doesn't mean they have to take them. So we're also able to enable people to make decisions, and that's a massive thing for people as well.
Exactly. That's so important. And they come here.
Yeah, so then we bring them through to our forensic suite. What we aim to do is we aim to have everything set up for them before they come into the forensic suite, so that they're able to not spend too much time in this initial room.
No.
We want them to be able to come in, have their forensic swabs taken, and then go and have a shower or get dressed.
Yeah.
So they're not sort of sat waiting for us.
No,
It's really
so
important.
it's a sort of quick process.
Definitely, try
Yeah.
and keep that process as swift for them
Yes.
as possible.
Yeah.
Just because we've discussed what samples we can take in the waiting room,
Yeah.
we rediscuss them in here before we take them, just making sure that they feel in total control throughout their time here. So some people get in here and have everything we have to offer, some people just have a few, but it's whatever feels right for some people.
Exactly. And they can stay as long as they like. Or if
Definitely.
they want to get out, they
Definitely.
can go.
And the really lovely thing about this suite is this is our fully accessible suite, so our doors are wider, we've got full wheelchair access, so there's no...
Lisa, are you going to push
Hello. How are you?
I'm very well, thank
Oh,
you.
glad to see all the packs here. Hello, so are you
Lovely
all...
to see you. I'm Emma, and this is Lisa from the SARC, a crisis worker from the SARC. I'm Emma from In Kind Direct.
Yes. Well, it's such a wonderful combination. It
We
just
want-
shows how charities can unite
absolutely right with the sort of the power of the products, and then the logistics support, and then communications with the SARC. It seems to 18 months in work really well. Yeah, we're really proud.
Yeah, because you can do all the distribution.
Yes,
And
going
you
out
could,
on
which
proper
is
products,
always
yes.
the difference.
And it's lovely,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
think with changing the scents and just making it really, really universal
Exactly.
is nice, isn't
Yes.
it? Yeah, so for men and women,
Yes, so you've got a bit of everything.
Yes.
Yes.
yeah, really, really works. Yeah.
Yes.
So, and I think the feedback we've had is really,
Yes,
really
so how
lovely.
many have you been?
So it's 50,000 so far.
50,000.
Yeah, so 50,000, and then obviously we've got the ongoing commitment of 9,500 for the next however many years. So we're committed to it.
Well, it's a shame they're so needed, isn't it?
It is, and we were obviously hearing earlier how some of the victims are really, really appreciating, you know, the support.
Well, it's
we're
just
giving.
something, isn't it?
It's a little something, and when they're going through something like that, it's quite nice to
You just
to
need
you do.
something.
You
That's
do,
it.
and you know, and the happiness and the warm memories they're getting as well. It's a nice
Well, it
way.
wouldn't have happened without
No.
Boots and in kind. So
And your support as well. I mean, you're the catalyst. You've brought us together. You know, through the partnership meetings that we've had, the discussions. Actually, it is a real gelling of need and impact and support. So, no, we're so proud. We're so proud, and learning as well. So, 18 months into this stage of the project. And Lisa, you was telling us about the evolution of some of the contents of the wash bags, how some of the survivors, the feedback that we've received from them actually has changed over
you
time.
get a lot of feedback to
We
the
get the
charity.
feedback, and Boots have listened to
Yes,
that.
yeah.
And so evolving how the wash bags are given out, what they comprise, is very much driven by the need, by what you're hearing, what you're experiencing. And so what I love is about the fact that it's a genuine partnership that's got some flex
Yeah, I
in
get
it.
a lot of letters
Do
about
you?
them.
Oh,
Yes, no, it's lovely when you get the feedback
Oh, I'm
saying
so
it just
proud.
did make a huge difference.
And feedback from survivors?
Yes, from survivors.
That
yeah,
they feel they have...
Or sometimes some parents of survivors say,
survivors.
right,
Yes.
and say, what a difference it made to their
Wow.
child.
Yes. Oh, that just speaks for itself, doesn't it? That they
But
felt, the
It just
connection
is
to
so
it.
important. I
Yeah,
think.
it certainly is. Yes.
Definitely.
So as I said,
It's
I
very impactful.
couldn't have happened without all of you. So thank you very, very much. It's not an easy thing to put in place at the beginning, but now it's working.
Absolutely.
It runs smoothly.
It's on the rails, and it's working a dream. It really is. So, and thank you for today.
And it's a
Thank you.
commitment, isn't it? I think that's the nice thing.
This is Dr. Libby. She's one
Hello.
of the forensic
How are you?
specialists.
So how long have you been here?
I've been working with SARC since 2016, I think.
So what got you into it?
So
The first place.
I started actually working in police custody as well as in
Yeah.
SARC.
Yeah.
And I just found forensic medicine incredibly fascinating.
Yeah.
So I've chosen to make it my career.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
yeah,
thank
another-
goodness you have. Yes. And it's lovely to meet you.
Hello, I'm Dr. Gemma. She's one of our paediatricians.
Hello.
Lovely to meet you.
Yes. So it must be quite hard being a paediatrician.
Well, it's it can be, but it's really rewarding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine doing anything else.
No.
Working with children is very good fun.
Yeah.
It can
But
be
in
unpredictable.
these sort of circumstances,
Yes.
not easy. Is it?
No, but it's also, I'd say, quite an honour to be able to be helping them
Yeah.
with their
And if you
therapy and
help
recovery.
them through the whole process,
It gives us quite
it does make a
rewarding.
big
Absolutely.
difference.
We just wanted to know we're here.
It's lovely to meet you. Thank you so much.
This is Laura, one of our paediatric assistant
Hello.
clinicians.
How are you? So how long have you been here?
Been here 4 months. This is Helen and Bex, and they're from NHS England, so they
Hello.
helped us make this happen.
So you helped to make this whole thing.
Well, so on behalf of NHS England, we commission this, so just work with the team
Thank
to
goodness.
realise the dream,
Yeah.
and really to deliver for the people who've done the corners.
Well, it does
The
seem to
privilege.
be. I mean,
And then-
I visited quite a lot of SARCs, but this one is.
We're very proud of it.
Well, it's much bigger than a lot of them.
Yeah, it is, yes.
Yeah.
But the team's commitment.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, indeed. It is a hopeful place.
It is a very beautiful place.
And this is Nikki, our business manager, so she project managed the build.
Hello. So you managed.
Yes, so we took a piece of paper that said we had to make an accreditation and turned it into a building, which was a fantastic team, so we're very fortunate to have a great team around us to build it, but this is the build of meeting
Well, it's come out
accreditation.
brilliant, hasn't it?
Yes,
We
we're very
must be
proud
very
of it.
proud proud of it.
Thank you.
Tammy, our nurse manager, and she
Hello.
supports the forensic accreditation.
Hello. So you manage all the nurse?
Yes.
Very much so.
Yeah.
It's a lovely team. And actually, it's absolutely amazing.
Oh, lovely building. Everybody together, making it work. Hello.
She works for the police as a sexual offence liaison.
So the police
Support survivors through police investigation
Yes.
and get to know them
That's
from
such
the
a-
start to the end.
Yeah.
So I get to know everyone really well.
Yeah, so it's a very important role there.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to say
well,
so.
But you know, I mean, you can see it's nice for them to have you supported
Yeah.
all the way through.
Yeah, for sure.
It's lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Yes, is a representative of our adult team. So this is Dr. Karen, a forensic physician.
Hello. Hello. So,
Questions or make any comments about how you found this visit, perhaps compared with, I know you have a great deal of experience in this area.
yeah, I've seen a lot of SARCs, but I think this
How
is.
do we compare?
Well, I think you're much bigger for a start. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen such a big one, but I haven't. I can't remember the last one I opened, but I think you can see that you're working together as a team so well, and everybody is completely committed to what they're doing, which is so important.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, and I think your coming here today really gives everybody the recognition they really deserve.
Well,
so
I
we're
mean,
so grateful.
I'm sorry that so many SARCs are needed, but they are needed, and they're needed more and more over the country. So I think, I don't think enough people know about them.
I think thanks to your visit today, we can help make sure that more people know about the Exeter SARC.
Because I mean, the incredible work you do here shouldn't go unrecognised, and you do it in a very quiet, sort of humble way. And I don't think any of you realise quite the difference you make to these people's lives. You know, you probably see it yourself when they go out looking happier than when they came in.
And I think what you said is exactly right. It's a fantastic collaboration between so many different people and organisations.
It's a sort of link up with everybody, isn't it? Everybody doing their bit in the chain to make it work.
And the huge commitment that lies behind that. We are hugely grateful to all of our partners who help us deliver this kind of service at the SARC, and you're absolutely right. So thank you so much for coming to join us today. If there are no other questions or comments you'd like to make, then I will invite you to unveil the plaque.
Which is this side? Which one? All the right one.
Because it hard, I've practiced already.
There we are. So stand up.
That's why it's on this.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate it.
Well, thank all of you. You do a brilliant job, and I think you shouldn't go unrecognised. So all of you working together do make such a difference to so many women, children and men over the country. And I don't know, what they do without these SARCs. They would still be there. They would have no one to help them, and they wouldn't be in the place that some of them are now. Talking to one of the survivors, the difference it made to her life. I don't think you realise just quite how needed you are.
Well, I think you've really brought that home to everybody, and thank you so much for the recognition you've given everybody. They really deserve it, and we are so grateful to you for sparing the time
Not at all.
to come
I'm
today.
absolutely delighted to come, and thank you very much for showing me around.
Thank you so much.
Before I get the leaky flowers.
Right.
I'm hanging on to the bottom for dear life.
Hope you enjoy the rest of your stay in Exeter.
Thank you very much
Thank
indeed.
you.
Thank you.